And welcome to another day. Oh god. Of the Elder Scrolls. Whoa, what? Whoops, sorry, my bad. Of LSD. Freudian slip. It is day 18, I'm gonna start the dream. I found an interesting thing about the makers of this game, Asmic Ace. They've made a bunch of games over the years, one of them being Altered Beast for the Family Computer, or Famicom. We're here again. Where are we? You know where this is? I know where this is. This is that place. What do you want to do then? Okay, the texture's different. This is that one where you get to the top and then the dream just ends, remember? Well, try hitting the moon. Did I not do that before? Well, whatever, do it again. Okay. Anyway, they made a bunch of games, and that's funny. It's got the kanji for moon on it backwards, but is it backwards? Wait, is all the kanji backwards? I wouldn't know. I don't know how to read that kanji. So I'm just gonna touch the wall. Otherwise, the dream will just freaking end, and that'll be a boring ass dream. It's becoming real. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay. Well. Huh. Don't load. Sorry. I know I did that last time. You fucking asshole. That was weird. That was weird. It was a fucking short-ass dream anyway. Yeah, it was. What the fuck? We still haven't had the reminisce thing unlocked yet. I wonder when that's gonna happen. Anyway, yeah, they made a bunch of games. They also produce movies. Not produce movies, but they distribute movies. For example, a bunch of Japanese movies. Lupin. Like a new Lupin movie. Princess Jellyfish? Whatever. A Japanese movie called Helter Skelter, which is about a woman who's like really popular idol, but she's like 90% plastic surgery, and then her body starts fucking falling apart. Weird. But yeah, they also distribute a whole bunch of Disney Pixar movies. In Japan. So that's weird. Yeah. It is. Why are you showing me as offline? I don't know, but it's time to talk about my dream last night. Which I had a dream, but it's becoming harder and harder to, recall my dreams and write them down. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's literally making it difficult for me to remember my dreams. But I do remember a bit of last dream. Oh, well, first thing I should talk about is yesterday I watched the first episode of Season 4 of Black Mirror. Oh, yeah. So, I think that might be might possibly be my,
2 o'clock からね。I have one. Okay.
might possibly be my most favorite, episode of Black Mirror. Before this, my favorite episode was, I forgot the name, it was like Jan Jose or Japanetti or something. It was about the woman who was like, it was like a computer game. Coincidentally, the first episode of Black Mirror, Season 4, is also kind of about being in a video game. So I'm sensing a bit of a pattern here? Maybe. But that was not an episode, by the way. That was a full-length fucking feature. How long was it? It was like an hour and 15 minutes? That's long enough to be a movie, isn't it? It felt longer, well, obviously it literally was longer than an episode of Game of Thrones, but it felt way longer than a Game of Thrones episode. Like, I felt like it was about to end like before I knew how long the episode was, I thought, oh, this must be coming, like this must be ending soon. And then I realized, oh god, we're only like 30, 40 minutes in. Shit. It's amazing. I loved it. I strongly recommend. The best thing about Black Mirror is you don't have to actually watch them in order. So you could just jump in and watch season 4, episode 1. And I recommend it. Because there's no progressive storyline. Every episode is its own little story. And some of them are better than others. Some of the ones I don't like are the one where the woman, it's all about everyone has a rating, like a 5-star rating. And the girl who previously had a good star rating gets a bad star rating. And I didn't like that. I also didn't like, I think it was episode 2. Which was when they were like on the exercise bikes to get points to live, I guess. It was stupid. I didn't quite get the ending. Because the guy, like, I don't know, I didn't like, I was with the guy for like the entire thing until the end, and then he just completely backflipped on his whole philosophy. It was stupid. The first episode of season 1 was, that's the one that most people know about, is that the Prime Minister has to have sex with a pig. That one actually is the most not a Black Mirror episode of all of them. Because it's really, like, it's really not future, and it's really not technology based, and it's, it's nothing. It's just a like, oh fuck, what if such a scenario? Whatever. But yeah, that episode 1 of season 4 is great. I loved it. Not because it was a Star Wars thing. No. I'm not a Star Wars. Star Trek, my bad. Star Trek guy, but I did like the game element. And I don't know, I thought it was fun. I also like the ending, which I totally won't spoil, but I thought the ending was really fun. I won't anymore. Alright, so let's talk about my dream. Yeah, okay, so dream's got a bit of parts. And I feel like my dream was, the reason why I talked about Black Mirror is because I feel like my dream was fairly influenced by, that episode of Black Mirror, in case you haven't seen it. But there won't be any spoilers here, but it's just, it seems to be reminiscent of it. Anyway, oh god, I barely remember that. I was in a hospital getting some kind of treatment, but I didn't know what I had to wear. Wait, I didn't know. I didn't know what I had to wear. But yeah, I was wearing those throwaway hospital undies. Like they're not paper, but they're like a kind of, I suppose, an easily burnable material. Because they just take them and they just throw them out, and they burn them presumably somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, like I said before, I'm having a lot of trouble remembering my dreams recently. But anyway, I had another dream, or another part of the dream, where I do remember this, and I think we've had dreams this year of the same area. I seem to have dreams in the same area a lot. Dreams about that highway, dreams about, okay, so there's a shopping mall near my parents' old house where I grew up. And I went down there quite a bit as a kid. There's a playground down there, and I used to go to the shops every now and again to buy stuff for Mum. And there's a little car park there, which generally has absolutely no cars in it whatsoever. Generally, a lot of that shopping mall is like empty. There's like a convenience store, a bakery, a newsagent. I think there's some like offices, like maybe a lawyer or something. There used to be a butcher, but that hadn't been there for as long as I can remember. I just vaguely remember being in there as a little babby kid with my mum. Because for as long as I can remember that room, which is tiny as fuck, by the way. I can't believe that they actually had a butcher's there. But that's always been empty. It's always been empty. Anyway. So yeah, there's some guy doing laps around the car parking lot. Maybe he's drifting, or maybe he's just driving really fast around there. No, not really fast, but yeah, I think he was drifting. But he was going fairly slowly. So I go down there and I'm like, I start driving behind him. And I'm actually driving faster than him, and I could have overtaken him, but I didn't. I just, backed away and, let him do his thing. And it's, a weird, non-verbal bonding moment with this person just lapping around the car park. I don't know, it's weird. It feels a lot like a game. It felt a lot like a game that I had a bit of control over. Kind of like that Black Mirror episode. Yeah, that's why I said it's probably related. That's about it. Literally, that's about all that happened in the dream. Kind of boring, I know, but yeah. It was a fun dream. At least coming off of Black Mirror. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's it. So when we come back tomorrow, we'll do another dream. Hopefully I'll have more dreams to talk about. Wait, tomorrow's Saturday. Right, tomorrow's Saturday. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a video out tomorrow. The only reason I got a video out last Saturday is because I didn't go to work in the morning. Because my lung was hurting. Which it still kind of does, but it's not that bad. I just had the last IV of antibiotics today. It's really annoying too. The fucking nurse didn't put it. She must have done it right, or she didn't tape it up right, or didn't set it up right. Because it's supposed to take 15 minutes to do the whole bunch of liquid or whatever. But it was going so slow, and after 30 minutes they just fucking gave up. I didn't even get the entire dose. Then they all wanted to go home. They were all closing up at 1 o'clock. Fuck you! Give me the money, give me the fucking medicine I paid for. Assholes. Whatever. Anyway. Thankfully I don't have to go there anymore. Well, I do have to go back there next Wednesday for a checkup, but God, it's so I went there every day. Every fucking day I had to drive down there. I had to wait an hour at least. Even though all I need to do is just fucking stick me with the goddamn IV. And the IV takes 15 to 20 minutes. And then I have to pay. And then I have to go home. I had to do that every fucking day. It was... I haven't been able to fucking play video games. Because it's fucking bullshit. I know that's a first world problem and all. But still. I have very precious free time. And all my free time is taken up doing that. I barely have time to fucking record LSD half the time. Which you might have noticed that, well, you might not have noticed because you probably wouldn't have been on the ball, but these videos are supposed to come out at 2 p.m. Japan time, which is supposed to be midnight New York time, I think. But they've been coming out pretty much later than that every day. And Tuesdays was late night. Well, I recorded it in the morning, but I didn't have time to upload it. So I just left it on the thumbstick until I got home from work. Sucks. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. So let's save the game. I'm going to end the recording. And yeah, we'll come back tomorrow for some more LSD. But for now, my name is Leo and I'll see you next time.